What's up everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to this HyperSui update video. HyperSui is a completely new decentralized exchange that is upcoming on top of SUI. So this is the first perpetual trading machine basically powered by SUI. And you know guys that SUI is one of the most and best performing new cryptos during this bull run. And even though we also have suffered here unfortunately a big sell-off during this flash crash in the crypto space that we had with minus 83%, everyone that was brave enough and of course bought here this falling knife here could have done here hundreds of percentages of gains. And even though of course I'm bullish for SUI and of course I'm bullish also for this altcoin season, and I still expect new all-time highs at some point, maybe also into 2026. Of course, I'm buying right now also into new hyped upcoming cryptos, and we have also bullish news about HyperSui because the hype here is getting started. So the HyperSui is getting hyped. Same like Bitcoin Hyper, like HyperSui, everything is about hype, guys. And that's why we're gonna have a look into that, guys, because we have currently a lot of news coming out talking about new cryptos with high upside potential that are upcoming during this bull run. I bought into all of them that are mentioned in this video. You can check them out with the links in the video description. And of course, also HyperSui is linked here. You can follow them also on X and Telegram. The link is also here, but of course on their website that is also linked here in the video description. You can find, of course, their social media platforms also down here in Telegram, Medium and Twitter, and they're just getting started, guys, but you can see that their community is growing very fast. So also here over 3,000 followers already over on X, so you can see that the community is growing very fast. They also have passed the construed audit right now, so they are verified now. Everything is getting started nicely here, and of course we're gonna have a look into that right now. Make sure to be subscribed, guys. I keep you updated every day about the latest crypto news, whatever is going on here in the crypto space. I'm keeping you updated. So if you think that you missed out on the big gains here on SUI and you don't want to basically buy in right now, even though I think that here most likely we could see here a bullish breakout to the upside, especially once we recover back above this new potential resistance, where of course although we could get rejected and fall down, or if we break above, then of course this resistance needs to get broken and then blue skies ahead. I'm bullish for SUI, of course, especially if we're gonna see this altcoin season, and I still think this is a great buy opportunity. But of course, guys, no financial advice. And also if you have missed out on SUI at some point, maybe you have still time to buy into HyperSui, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why and why here 4,000% gains are possible here with this coin. Of course, no financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to show you whatever I'm buying and selling and my own opinions and analysis here in the crypto space. Always do your own research as well. Very important, guys. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm bullish and why I'm giving a try with HyperSui here as well. So first of all, it is the first perpetual trading system and platform here on top of SUI that is upcoming. So this is the first of its kind. You can read everything about how this one is going to work. This new layer, not layer 2, but this new DeFi exchange basically on top of SUI. And also you can see that they already partnered up with different companies here, and also what this is all about. This is also how it's going to look like, so very easy and simple. And here basically we can trade on top of SUI on a decentralized way. That means without a centralized system, basically. The cool feature about this one really is that this one will have a market cap, an initial market cap of 2.4 million, guys. So basically nothing. And this is the total supply of the tokens. This is the ticker. And as I told you, here, based on the tokenomics, the launch is almost guaranteed to be great here because of the low market cap that this one is going to launch. So imagine if this one is just going to 20 millions or 50 millions market cap, which still would be considered extremely low in comparison to others that are having millions and billions of market cap. Here, of course, the upside potential is great. And in all of those new coins, the market cap is always so low. And that's why I like to buy very much into new low market cap coins during a bull run or during an altcoin season when they're launching, because like that, the upside potential is huge. And you're gonna run always risks whenever you're buying in the crypto space into altcoins. Always you're running risk. Of course, here with those new coins, you're running into even higher risks, but also the rewards are much higher. As I told you guys, no financial advice, no promises, but based on the initial market cap, based on the maximum supply, and also on the tokenomics, I think that here we have a great coin to invest. And on top of that, it is on top of SUI, the first DeFi exchange on top of SUI, first of its kind, just getting started, just starting here the early access phase. Not even $1 million has been raised here, guys. So this is really early access phase. And also here in this article, it's written about the top 5 best upcoming cryptos during the month of October, November, and December, because all of those coins will be upcoming in the next coming weeks and months. And here we have, for example, all of the 5 ones I have invested, like Pepe Note, HyperSui here is also mentioned. We have Best Wallet, we have Bitcoin Hyper, and so even Snorter is here, which is a new Solana meme coin. All of them you can find here in the complete list of new hyped upcoming cryptos that I'm always watching out. And the newest one is here also, HyperSui. And here, of course, we can buy in since the very early stage phase. So here it's written that HyperSui wants to fix the same broken exchange experience traders keep tolerating. Like Binance, for example, also had a massive dump during this sell-off last week, and also because of that, people want to go to exchanges where they always can access it, and decentralized exchanges is always on. Decentralized exchanges, they never suffer from basically being overloaded or things like that, because on Binance and also other exchanges, I'm not only against Binance, also other centralized exchanges. That's why I'm telling you guys, if you have suffered by these huge issues that they had, that centralized exchanges you couldn't access because of overload, then of course I would immediately withdraw everything from there and put it on exchanges, or like in the future maybe also HyperSui, where we can have basically a decentralized exchange without this thing of issues or problems to get in, to edit your trade or to enter into trades. And this is what we don't have with decentralized exchanges, those problems. And of course, because of that, because also of the SUI blockchain and also this new project HyperSui, such problems are then passed, because of course, people are claiming manipulations and so on about those exchanges. I don't know exactly what went wrong there, but this is the case, guys, that usually whenever those big volatile moves are happening, when people are getting basically everywhere liquidated or stopped out, you cannot access those exchanges. That's something that I also have discovered myself, and that's why I'm using mainly only decentralized exchanges. And also here we could have a completely new one on top of SUI that is upcoming. Remember, guys, if you want to buy, first of all, you see that here every time that someone is buying, you see the transaction public. Also, if you are buying, you're going to see that here. If you want to join the early access phase, the link is of course here in the video description to go to your official website. And as always, you need a DeFi wallet, so you need cryptos in order to buy new cryptos that are not out on exchanges yet. And also here, you just click join the pre-market phase, and then you get into this dashboard. And here you can connect your wallet. Different wallets are connected, also Coinbase, Brave Wallet, OKX, and so on. I like to use MetaMask. As always, guys, I click here connect, and now I'm connecting my DeFi wallet to the website. Here you can also see different things, for example, how much I can buy with my Ethereum, with my BNB, with Polygon, and so on. And the minimum, I think, is like $80 or $100, which in my opinion is a no-brainer, of course, because you can see here that the current price of this early access phase, this of course keeps increasing every time that the countdown is going down to 0. So with every time that we enter into a new stage, the price is going up, and the listing price is supposed to be at 9 cents. So you can do the maths here, guys, 4,000% up from the current price. And that's why for me it's a no-brainer. I'm buying in, and then with those coins, the coins are locked here on the website. You cannot trade them until they are dropping on exchanges or decentralized exchanges. So once the claim is going live, I will update you, and only by then we can start to trade it. And based on the website, based here on the white paper and everything, the listing price on exchanges will be 9 cents. And then we're going to see what happens. That's why for me, it's a no-brainer to buy at this current price, and of course, wait for the launch. Here they also have a bonus system. So for example, if you spend a certain amount, you get, for example, a 6% bonus or a 9% bonus, and so on. And then you just type in here how much you want to buy. For example, if the minimum is $85 here, as you can see. So for example, if you want to buy here, let's say 0.025 Ethereum, this would give me almost 50,000 coins. And here you can see that if, for example, I'm spending $250, I get 6% bonus on top of my purchase. $700 gives you 9%, and 12% you get only if you spend at least $1,500. So if you're planning to buy more, then I would always split your purchases into $1,500 maximum, because like that you always get 12% on top of that. So for example, if you spend $1,500, you get 12% bonus. If you spend $5,000, you also get only 12%. So that's why split your purchases like this, maybe also into different stages if you want. For example, the earlier we're coming down to the launch of the project, and the more bonuses of course you will get. So just keep that in mind if you are planning to buy a bigger amount, so you can get the maximum bonus out there. But otherwise, of course, you can do like that. Then you just click here, invest into HyperSui. And then whatever appears here, you're gonna see the purchase, basically the transaction fees, and then you click here OK to basically confirm the transaction, and then you bought the coins. You're gonna see the coins in here on the website, and as I told you, we can only claim the tokens once they're going live. So once the project is live, until then they're locked here, and there is also no staking rewards, nothing at the moment. This will be later on possible once the project is going live, because you will be able then to stake also your coins in the project, so in the decentralized exchange here, once a project is going live, to get additional staking rewards. But during the early access phase it's not possible, so you only get the coins that you're buying here basically at this early access phase. And that's why, in my opinion, the earlier you buy, the cheaper the price, and also the more of course you can buy with your money. And then we're gonna see what happens at launch. The listing price should be at 9 cents, so only that of course would be already great, because then of course we can make some nice gains later on. So the only thing that we can do now is just buy in and wait for the launch. So we will see what happens, guys. HyperSui, I'm very hyped about this new HyperSui, and if you want to get on board, link is in the video description, so be subscribed and stay tuned, guys. And of course, as always, no financial advice, no promises. Everything in the crypto space is high risk, but only with those low market cap coins, whenever we buy in the early access phase, we can still achieve those huge gains like we did in the past, because with coins that are already out, or even like SUI, they have already the big hype, they already had the massive pump, they already had the big market cap increase. But those new coins with low market cap, they have the chance to perform very, very well, because they are starting with a low market cap. The only thing that we can do is buy in early, wait for the launch, see what happens at launch. Maybe they pump immediately, maybe they pump also later on. We will see, who knows that. No promises, guys, no financial advice. But if you're not in it, then of course you could miss out on future gains, especially if you're seeing those coins before they're launching. Then you don't want to regret that you saw it and you didn't buy in. And that's why also I'm sharing everything that I'm seeing here in the crypto space. I bought here, for example, into all of those coins, and HyperSui is of course also the newest one that is also basically getting added into this basket of new cryptos that are upcoming in different crypto websites. All right, guys, that is HyperSui. Link in the video description. Check it out right here, and of course also join their X account for future updates, and of course join my channel also for future updates. Thank you for watching, and see you all in the next one, guys. Bye.